Hey everyone, and welcome to a tips, tricks and commentary video on Dimensius on normal difficulty. This is definitely the hardest fight in the Mana Forge Omega at the moment, so I thought I'd do a full step-by-step playthrough of how this fight goes. This is a very complicated fight, and it is important that you know exactly what to do in every step of the way. So let's kick things off with Phase 1. So Phase 1 is by far the hardest part of the fight. However, once you get familiar with everything and the sequencing of the mechanics, it's actually very easy. So when you do your pull timer, you want the tanks to go through the portal 1 second before everyone else. This ensures that the tank can get aggro of Dimensius and that he can get into position. And it's also 100% crucial that whoever is tanking Dimensius is standing right here. I don't know if you can see the mouse, but right in the middle area, because his melee attacks knock back everyone that is nearby, and it is very annoying. So let's go through the video. We're going through the portals. We're going to hold on. We're going to start killing the ads. There's one on each side. Just kill it as soon as you possibly can. And then we have one person pick up the orb on each side from the now dead ad. And then as soon as the Devourer starts casting, we stack up. So this will allow us to survive the Devourer. As soon as that finishes, as you can see, I head off to the side a little bit. This places me right next to the tank slam here, which will knock everyone back depending on where you are. So if you're on the side of the platform, do not get hit. And now 4 more ads spawn, so 2 on each side. You just want to kill them, pick up the orbs that they drop. And I will say tanks are the only ones that should not be picking up the orbs. It's mainly for DPS and healers, depending on your group size. So yeah, so you kill those ads and then you soak this orb right here. It's very important that you do so very quickly because right now we've got gravity debuffs. So those people with those circles around them just want to head to the back. Try and make a Venn diagram as you can, if you can, just to make sure that that gets done quickly. And then what happens? Oh yeah, so another tank smash. So you want to be kind of close to the middle, but not too close to the end, so you will get knocked off. And from then, the whole thing just repeats. So you get ads. Shortly afterwards, you get another orb soak, so you just have to kill them quickly, then go and soak. And then almost immediately after, you'll get gravity players. You'll see that in a second. And then immediately after gravity players is the second Devourer. So this lot of mechanics happens really, really quickly. So you just got to be onto it. You got to be doing the mechanics quickly in order to get everyone stacked up for this now Devoured. Now, let's pause here. If the boss is at 20% max HP after this Devourer is finished, you'll want to then just ignore mechanics and just nuke the boss, apart from soaking the orb, because that will still kill you, but don't need to kill ads. You'll probably kill the boss before you have gravity people. You just want to basically kill him before the third Devourer, because the third Devourer is really annoying. So yeah, Devourer goes off, boss is at 3%, we're going to phase it. Okay, so the intermission is very easy. It's very important that you only click your mount button once, because if you press it multiple times, there is a chance that you won't mount up and you'll die. So at this point, you're just navigating through the Dark Heart. You will want to watch for these rocks here, right at the start. If you get hit by a rock, you die. If you get hit by that beam, you die. And you'll want to go hard on your vigor. It's almost impossible to run out of vigor while flying here. Actually, let's go back, because there are these orbs that you can pick up. See, there's one right there. If you pick one of them up, it will deal 5% of the platform boss's health. So let's just go back. I'll show you where all these orbs are. It can be a little bit tricky. Is this right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, past the rocks. There's one right behind this rock here. That one's probably the hardest to get. So again, you just want to go hard in your vigor. You won't still run out. The second one, you can't see it, but it's down here. It's down by this rock here, also quite difficult to get. You just have to plan your movement carefully, and then there was one right under the platform, as you guys saw. Okay, so you guys all land. Let me just stop right here. So phase 2 is all about priority damage. So you want to position the Voidwalker to the side that's closest to Dimensius. You'll find out why in a bit. Until the walls come in, you'll just want to blast the Voidwalker big time. Then you'll want to make a hole. So we'll just wait for these ads to spawn. But there's a very specific ad you want to kill. You want to kill this one here. Hold on. This one right here, because that allows you to move left or right for the hurling of the planet. I don't know what it's actually called. But yeah, you kill this Voidwalker ad here. Ideally, range, just clear it down. You kill it, and you'd want to do that before extinction. You want to do it before extinction. So extinction, the boss is going to raise either his left or his right hand, and he'll throw a planet at you. It's very, very wide, so you want to run to the very edge of the platform, otherwise you will die. So whichever hand he is raising, that is the side that the planet will come down. So I think he's raising his left hand here, so it'll come down this way. So you can see we're all moving. We're all moving right literally to the very edge. You'll see how far it is. See, we only have that much space here. So it's very important that you don't die from it. Let me just go back. Okay, so another thing that range should be doing is they'll want to be killing whichever ad is going to go behind them. So in this example, you want to kill this ad here, because in a minute the boss will do like a big pushback, and if you get pushed through the wall, you get like a nasty dot for a minute, which is not ideal. So move from the planet, continuing damage on the boss, range of targeting that ad over there, because now getting Gamma Burst, that's the big pushback. And we also want the room. I obviously did not move very well in this kill. But yeah, so yeah, we get back into position. I just got 2 stacks of the thing, not ideal. Let me just stop right there. So we did have a lot of DPS there. If you are falling behind, then I think it is very important that you utilize the orbs that we talked about earlier. We'll go over the next set in just a moment here. But it's basically he berserks after 2 rounds of these abilities. So you'll spawn ads, be another extinction, and then gamma burst. You'll do that 2 times, and then the ad will berserk. It means you need to kill him quickly. Alright, so we mount up. Oh, actually, sorry, and one more thing as well. This phase is a little weird because if the boss is either doing an extinction or a gamma burst while the ad dies, the mechanic will still go off. So just want to be aware that if you have to stop damage on the boss to let that mechanic play out, then by all means do so. Yeah, I just thought I'd note it. It's a little bit weird. So I'll show you where the second set of orbs are. So you keep going, keep going. This is actually a super cool part of the fight. So actually we missed it here. Keep going. It's right on the ground. So this one actually I found very easy. You can sort of see it, like the small little sparkles there. It's kind of on the ground, so you have to fly really, really low. But if you fly too low, if you fly into the void, you just die. So you just want to be really, 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 really careful that you're not hitting it. The second orb is behind this rock here. This one's a little bit easier. Again, just go hard on your vigor and you'll be fine. And there's also another one underneath the platform. I don't know if you saw it there. Right now, so this boss is a little bit different. So the you'll need the tank to drag it over to this side, because this side where I've got my mouse here is the side closest to Dimensius. That's where you want to have the room. So just be aware of that. It does take a little bit longer. It does give you a little bit of time to get the boss in position, which is quite nice. See there, the ad spawned. You want to kill this ad here. I don't know if I can swing around, but it's pretty much the ad that's right behind the boss. So that ad will allow you to move left and right. So you can see the boss is moving right. So range will ideally want to kill this ad here, so we can have room for the big pushback. So you can see we're right on the edge. It is very, very wide. Now we've got to kill that ad. Yeah, Gamma versus Kami. That ad is dying, which is great. So our DPS on this group is great. And then if he's this low health, when the ad spawn, just kill him. As long as you get him before he starts casting an extinction. Okay, so this is the last phase. This is by far the easiest phase. If you can get here with about 60% of people alive, it is pretty much a kill. There's very little that will kill you. So for the first 20 or 15 seconds here, you'll get a damage amp on the boss. This is where you want to bloodlust and use your cooldowns and shit. But you'll also have like another 10 seconds, because he'll be spawning these planets, which you must avoid until the boss is casting Devour. So this is your like new circle to hide in for Devour. There is only two things that will kill you in this phase, so I'll explain that when we get there. So yeah, he's spawning the planets. They sort of move around the boss. Okay, so this is the one thing. So every now and then these sets of rings will spawn. They'll spawn one at a time in sets of 3. So what you want to do is, to avoid dying from them, you want to move right next to the first ring wherever it spawns, and then it'll then emit out a wave. So that wave will give you a debuff, which basically increases damage taken from further rings. So you want to get hit by one immediately, let your debuff fall off, and then get hit by the next one. On normal, you can survive all 3 rings at once if you use defensive, and you can survive 2 at a time without a defensive. So Devour's coming in, we're stepping into these planets. Just be note that standing in the planets does a fair amount of damage, so you won't want to head in right away, especially if you're on heroic, it might do more damage. And that's the other thing that will kill you, so it'll come up again. So this supernova, so the boss will basically turn these planets into black holes. Basically it does fall off damage, so just run away from whichever one's turning into a black hole, and just do not ever touch it again. So another ring spawns, so I move closely to this one so I can get hit by it as soon as possible. The next one's spawning in the back left there. I try and move whatever I can. Unfortunately I get clipped by the black hole, which is very unfortunate, but yeah, even if you get caught by like a micropixel, you die. It is very annoying. But yeah, I was playing a bit of risky there. So yeah, there's another supernova. And basically, you got to kill the boss before you run out of planets to hide from the Devourer. So another set of rings coming in. First one's, I think, behind the boss to where everyone is. So yeah, first one's there, the second one was on the right, and then the third one is on the left. It is very easy to execute here. But yeah, like I said, this last phase is very, very easy. There's only a couple mechanics going on. You just want to, like, when you guys are moving around the room, you just want to be sure not to stand where the tanks are, because they'll still have the tank smash, which will probably kill you. And just be aware, after each devour, the room grows smaller. So yeah, that is pretty much the kill. I'm hoping this helped some of you out. I know some people, like I see a lot of pug groups fail at this boss because, I don't know, either people can't dragon ride, or people don't know what to kill, or people don't know what to do in phase 1. So yeah, I hope this video helped. I might do some of the other bosses on Heroic, maybe, I don't know. I'm a little bit busy at the moment, but that's all I got for you today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.